Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome here to Mount Carmel High School for today's varsity basketball matchup between your Mount Carmel Caravan and the Rams of DePaul Prep. Joey, how are you doing today? My name is Rocco Lopez, joined alongside my coworker, partner, color announcer, Joey Rodriguez. Joey, welcome.
I'm doing good today, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that, Joey, 1,140, that is the number of days it's been since the Caravan were victorious over the DePaul Prep Rams. Last time the Caravan beat the Rams was at DePaul's place, December 9th, 2022. Joey, that's over 4 years ago. Caravan looked to break that streak here. These past couple of times when the Caravan have played DePaul, Joey, these games have been very close. It's not like it's out of reach. Last year, Caravan lost by 3. 2023, Caravan lost by 3, and then the state championship lost by 6. Caravan looking for revenge, still angry about that state championship loss, looking to get something back today. The DePaul Prep Rams on the other side of the ball. 2 Division I players, 2 very great players. Number 4, Raikan Wu, committed to the Brown University. And Rashawn Porter, number 24, committed to Toledo University. The Rams are ranked 3rd in the state, and they are hot as ever. The Caravan ranked 15th, but a very, very great team, no less. Caravan, 4 losses this year, ranked 4-1 in Chicago Catholic League Blue play. DePaul Prep, undefeated, 3 losses. This year, DePaul Prep lost to the number 1 team in Illinois, Bennett Academy, ranked 17th in the state. They lost to Bishop O'Connell, ranked 28th in the country, number 2 in Virginia. They also lost to La Lumiere, the number 11 school in the country. So DePaul Prep, some very respectable losses, almost undefeated in Illinois. Caravan look to change that here tonight and stay undefeated on their home court. Fans, we're going to toss it down to the floor right now for starting lineups and national anthems.
Center for tonight's CCL matchup between the DePaul College Prep Rams and your Mount Carmel Caravan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you're able to, please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we begin with a lead prayer, followed by Honor in America with the playing of our national anthem.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, grant us gratitude this day for these 2 institutions of learning and communities of faith. For these athletes, bring joy in their competition. For parents, teachers, coaches, and officials, grant patience, love, and a guiding heart to our young people. And in the cold days ahead, may we find ways to be instruments of compassion and comfort for those without the blessings of shelter or warmth. Humbly we ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, your Son. Amen. St. Vincent de Paul, pray for us. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And now for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special announcement to make. Let's give a special shout out to head football coach Jordan Lynch. Throughout the past 2 weeks, Lynch was named to the Navy All-American Coach of the Year and was also named to the NCAA Football Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to head football coach Jordan Lynch. Now, let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting DePaul Prep Rams. First, the 6-foot senior, number 3, A.J. Chambers. Next, the 6'1" senior shooting guard, number 4, Raiken Wu. Next, the 6'2" sophomore, number 10, Blake Choice. Next, the 6'7" junior, number 22, Gus Johnson. And finally, the 6'7" senior, number 24, Rashawn Porter. The assistant coaches are Jimmy Sagulich and Kenny Kreiswa, and the head coach for the Rams, Tom Kleinschmidt. Get on your feet for the starting lineups for your Mount Carmel Caravan. First, the 6'1" senior point guard, number 4, Charlie Wingate. Next, the 6'5" freshman guard, number 5, D.K. Hurd. Next, the 6'3" freshman guard, number 10, Lionel Johnson. Next, the 6'4" junior shooting guard, number 30, Logan Wetzel. And finally, the 6'5" senior shooting guard, number 33, Luke Seabrooks. The statistician is Jim Wessel. The assistant coaches are Jared Ash and Tracy Abrams. And the head coach of your Caravan, Phil Seabrooks.
Back here at Mount Carmel, and for those of you just joining us, some exciting news here.
DePaul Hurd making his first start here at home for the Caravan.
Freshman D.K. Hurd into the starting lineup. Sophomore guard Marshawn Thornton falls out of the starting lineup for the first time this season. Hurd, obviously a star freshman and, a fantastic player in the years to come. That's Johnson, starts for the Caravan after Hurd won the tip. Johnson looks for someone. He's got Wessel. Logan Wessel on Rashawn Porter. Gives it to Wingate. Charlie Wingate drops for Hurd in the corner. Hurd at the volleyball line. He's got Johnson open if he chooses to use him. Johnson down to Wessel. Wessel moving around looking for someone. Wessel to Hurd. Hurd in the corner. Driving low. Gets tripped up. Ball recovered by the DePaul Prep Rams on offense. That's Wu. Wu gives it to Chambers. Back to Wu. Chambers now for the Rams. Gives it to sophomore guard Blake Choice. Back to Wu, over to Porter. Porter back to Chambers. Choice in the corner, Choice from 3. Doesn't go. Good rebound there by Luke Seagroves, grabbing that rebound over 6'7" junior Gus Johnson. Ball is in the hands of the guard, Ronald Johnson, who's running this offense like a true point guard. Ronald Johnson gonna be special in the years to come. Johnson to Wessel. Wessel pulls it from 3. Can't get it to fall. That's Chambers. Chambers for the Rams to Wu. Caravan running a man defense here. Blake Choice gives it back to Chambers. Chambers in the corner. Good steal by DePaul Hurd. Choice recovers for the Rams. Gonna go up there. Did he get that down? I believe he did. Blake Choice sets the tone for the Rams this game, going up over D.K. Hurd. Hurd not gonna like that one. Wessel back to Wingate. To Hurd. Hurd pump fakes the 3. Gives it to Ron. Pretty good environment here at 6410 South Dante. Lots of students here. Student section hasn't really picked up here. They're not standing up here. They're gonna say that ball hit off of A.J. Chambers. It's gonna be Mount Carmel basketball.
Yeah, it looks like here at Mount Carmel we got a big audience, a lot of fans.
Excited to see how this one goes for the Caravan. Johnson Gives it to Hurd. Hurd back to Johnson. Caravan gone 2 minutes 40 seconds without scoring. 2 minutes 20 seconds without a point here. They look to change that here on this possession. Johnson back to Wessel. Wessel slows the offense down. 5 minutes 30 seconds remain. Hurd to Wingate. Wingate working on choice. Back to Wessel. Wessel pulls another three. It's good! Logan Wessel cashes the first three of the game for the Caravan and puts Mount Carmel up by 1 here early in this CCL Blue rivalry matchup. That's Johnson. Johnson back to Chambers. Chambers had a wide open three. Not really a three-point shooter. This guy right here, this is their three-point shooter, Joey. This is their weapon. Right Can Woo, fantastic basketball player. There's going to say that's a foul on Hurd. It's going to be his first, team's first. For those of you just joining us here at 6410 South Dante, it's going to be a good one tonight. My name is Rocco Lopez, joined alongside Mike Keller, commentator, Joey Rodriguez. Thank you all for joining us here. Staying warm, I hope staying warm in your house. Is going to be a very cold one tonight into tomorrow morning. Woo, back to Chambers. Chambers working low. Chambers gives it to Porter. Porter goes up on Hurd. Rashawn Porter shows DK Hurd why he's a Division I basketball player. Fantastic skill there by Rashawn Porter.
I was going to say, that was a great post play there, man. Using his length, using his height. That's the way to do it, man.
And you know, that's what's going to be hard as Johnson finds a lane. Johnson! Logan Wessel with the putback!
God.
Wow, what a putback there by Logan Wessel. And you know, Joey, I have it written right here in my notes that DePaul is going to win this game unless, until Rashawn Porter is not a threat in the paint. If you can get two guys on him, you can get a double team on him in the paint. You know, say, leave A.J. Chambers open at 3, leave Gus Johnson open at 3. Let those guys shoot the ball. Make sure that ball does not go in the hands of Rashawn Porter. This game should be a win for Mount Carmel.
That sounds just, yep.
Woo to Chambers. Chambers drives in, floater. It's good. DePaul Prep regains their lead. The Rams have 6, the Caravan have 5. We've played 4 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. Johnson working low. He's got Wingate in the corner from 3! Charlie Wingate with the three-pointer gives the Caravan their biggest lead of the game with 2 points.
Caravan leading 8-6 with 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
That's Choice now. Choice to Johnson. Johnson's first touches of the game. Chambers. Caravan's defense is a little messed up here. Right Can Woo going to look to make some action happen. Gives it to Porter in the paint, and you know, Joey, that's just what we talked about right there. Rashawn Porter is a major problem in the paint. He has to get those buckets. That is his job on this DePaul Prep Rams team. I spoke to Coach Kleinschmidt earlier in this game, or earlier in the day. He said that's their weapon right there. Rashawn Porter is their best player on this team.
I mean, he's got to dominate in the paint. He's 6'7".
Wingate. Johnson, physical play here from the Rams. Seagroves goes in, gets it to Hurd. Hurd goes up, misses the layup. DK Hurd, layup goes in and out. Wow. Chambers sets up the Rams offense. Marshawn Thornton going to check in for the Caravan. For the Rams, checking in will be number 40, Zion Lee, 6'5" senior. Chambers working on Wingate. Chambers goes in, floats it over Luke Seagroves. Ball recovered by DK Hurd. Fantastic play there by DK Hurd. Referee timeout, going to be substitution timeout. Injury timeout, I apologize. They're going to let DK Hurd get out. Look like he might, or Blake Choice, his nose is going to be bleeding. They're going to take him into the trainer's office. Trainer Joe going to take care of him right there. In for the game comes Marshawn Thornton for the Rams. In comes Zion Lee, 6'5", senior guard. Rams have a lot of height advantage here on the Caravan. You got 6'5" there in Zion Lee, and then you got Gus Johnson, 6'7", and then you also have Rashawn Porter, also 6'7". So big height advantage here where the Caravan, where their tallest player is Luke Seagroves, standing at only 6'6". Logan Wessel as well, listed at 6'6". Johnson finds Wessel in the corner. Wessel pulls a three, just a little bit short. Rebound grabbed by the Rams. Woo looking for his first points of the game. Woo working on Wingate. Up to Chambers, back to Porter, back to Chambers. Chambers gets a call from Coach Kleinschmidt to slow this game down. Fast-paced game here. Dom Scalise goes to the scores over for the Caravan. Chambers finds a wide open lane. Gives it to Wu in the corner. Good job getting there by Charlie Wingate. And Wu shows why he's one of the best players in the state. That was some shiftiness right there, Joey.
That was great, man.
Johnson, in comes Rashawn Porter, flew in out of nowhere.
Wu is probably one of the best shooters on the court here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They haven't let him put up a shot yet, though, so that's very good by the Caravan.
Which is good. You know, you eliminate those good guys and their talents, they have nothing.
Exactly.
Dom Scalise checks in for Luke Seagroves. There's Johnson. Johnson hands it to Wingate. Back to Thornton. Thornton gives it to Wessel. Scalise working down low, trying to get open. Wessel now to Johnson. Johnson, top of the key, drives in, slips a little bit, kicks it out. That's Wessel. Wessel's going to go in. Wessel. Thornton. Thornton pulls a three. Marshawn Thornton puts the Caravan back on top in his first possession.
Now that I'm looking at...
Timeout called by Coach Kleinschmidt, and the Rams and the Caravan have a 1-point lead in what has been a very, very close game. And fans, when we come back, it'll be the Rams basketball. 11 the score, 10 Rams. 50 seconds left. We'll see you soon.
Back on the court. DePaul here, the Rams, bringing the ball up.
Joey DePaul Prep won the last 3 state championships in Class 3A. 2022, though, they did win in 2A. 2023, 2024, they won in Class 3A. 2024, beating Brother Rice. 2023, beating Mount Carmel. Marshawn Thornton, all ball right there. What a block.
Oh, yeah. Great block.
Johnson sets up his offense to Wessel. Wessel back to Johnson. 19 seconds to work with for Mount Carmel. Johnson to Thornton. Thornton pulls a three. Marshawn Thornton with the three-pointer. Caravan now have a 2-possession lead. Marshawn Thornton happy about that one.
Seagrove's calling for a foul. I think he wants a last shot or something. I don't really know what he's doing.
Foul going to be called on Ronald Johnson, freshman guard. His first, team second. But, yeah, Joey, Marshawn Thornton in the game against Homewood Flossmoor. 3 points as a starting player, 3 points. This game already 4 coming off the bench. Thornton almost gets up there to block that, forces a low shot. And the Caravan are going to go in to the break with a 4-point lead. And when we come back, the score, DePaul Prep 10, Mount Carmel 14. Thank you all for joining us here on the Caravan Broadcasting Network.
Open up.
here coming out of the quarter. Caravan with a 4-point lead. Porter bodies in, misses his layup. Fantastic possession there by Mount Carmel. Good defense.
Great defense there by Mount Carmel.
Joey, you know something I just noticed? Marshawn has a different jersey on.
I did not notice
Yeah,
that.
I just noticed that Marshawn has a different top jersey on. If you look at the rest of Mount Carmel's jerseys, they have a stripe on their sleeves, or on the top of their sleeves.
You know what I also just noticed? DK made a shoe swap.
I do see that.
Yep.
You know, I've never really been able to get behind the two-color shoes, the different color shoes. Blake Choice playing with that traveling called. Blake Choice, DePaul Prep just went out with a nosebleed. Comes checked back in with 2 of the nose plugs. I don't know what those are called. I'm just going to call them nose plugs for now. But I don't know if you can play one of those, so can you?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Moving up the court is Chambers, working on Johnson. Gives it low to Porter. Porter can use his size. Kick a pass out to Wu. Right can Wu. Shoots his three-pointer a little too low. And Ronald Johnson picks it up in transition. Johnson stops. Gives to Thornton. Into Wessel in the corner. Wessel moving around to Hurd in the middle. Hurd waits for Porter to jump and then gets fouled. That's going to be Rashawn Porter's team's first of the quarter.
You know, I thought with Wu on DePaul that they would be making a lot of shots from outside the perimeter, but looks like they haven't made. I don't think they've made 1-3 yet.
Yeah, and I mean something that the Caravan want to reduce this game is his ability to shoot the ball. You know, if he takes some shots, he's gonna make those shots. He's a pretty automatic three-point shooter. You know, in Illinois.
DK able to knock down his first.
Gives the Caravan a 5-point lead here.
Looking good for the Caravan.
For those of you just joining us, we welcome you. Thank you for welcoming us into your home. My name is Rocco Lopez, joined alongside my color commentator, Joey Rodriguez. As Hurd knocks both of his free throws down.
Looks like they're now pressing. Full court press here by Caravan.
That's what they want to do here in this game.
I mean, I like the idea.
I love the idea. Coach Jared Ash.
As long as they don't do that.
And as long as the ball makes.
He missed. He missed. Thank God. But as long as they don't let the wide open shots, layups. Can't leave your man hanging.
That was number 40, Zion Lee. Missed the layup for the Rams. Very good Caravan press. Marshawn Thornton slips around, takes his favorite shot, fade away, air ball just a little bit. Marshawn, you know, he loves taking those shots, but this game it's not working for him. Right can Wu from 3. That's what we just talked about, those automatic shots. Wu cuts the lead to 3 points.
He just pulls up, dribble pull up.
Yeah,
right
you know,
away.
and he made the Caravan pay for their mistake, and I don't think they're going to be making that mistake anymore this game.
Hopefully not.
Johnson, very heavily guarded by the Rams.
Deflected.
A.J. Chambers.
Oh, here he comes again, down the court.
Johnson almost on the block. Rams recover it.
Thornton with the rebound.
Yeah, that's Zion Lee's second missed layup of the game. Coach Seagroves calls a timeout. Not too happy with how his offense and his defense are playing.
I like how the Caravan are being very strong on the boards here. You know, I think they're playing great defense.
It's going to be a full timeout taken by Coach Seagroves. And when we come back, the score, Mount Carmel 16, DePaul Prep 13. Thank you all for watching us here on the Caravan Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back. Coming out of the timeout, it's going to be the Caravan ball with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Logan Wessel working on Rashawn Porter. Porter switches to Johnson. Johnson slips it. Seagrove's there wide open. Jump ball going to be Rams possession, I believe. Caravan possession.
That was great movement there by Carmel, but looks like Seagroves couldn't get the ball up in time.
Yeah, that was a perfect play design there from Mount Carmel.
It was.
Ronald Johnson uses his swiftiness and his good footwork to slip his defender perfectly.
Wessel with the inbound. Looks like he can't find a man and has to throw it backcourt.
Marshawn Thornton now getting set at the Caravan's offense, crossing over half court. Here's the play call. Blake Choice picks off that pass. Ball tipped out on the Rams.
Great hustle there, though. Great hustle by
from both teams, yeah. From both teams. Blake Choice for the Rams, Luke Seagroves for the Caravan. It's just fantastic to see that right there. Good hustle.
I mean, looks like they're both determined to win, man. I mean, it's a big game.
Huge game. Johnson working on Chambers. Johnson gets a man open in Wessel. Wessel working at the volleyball line. Crosses in the center court.
Hurd looking to get a pass down low.
Johnson. Johnson goes in. Gonna look for a left-handed floater. Air balls it a little short. Gonna say that ball tipped off of number 22, Gus Johnson, Caravan basketball. And, Joey, even if you're not scoring here as Mount Carmel, I'm thinking it's great. Ball's in DePaul's zone most of this game. That's fantastic. The Caravan are outworking and outplaying the Rams right now, and that's all you can ask for.
That is all you could ask for.
Very close to a 5-second violation there. Johnson working. Johnson gives a pass to Seagroves. They're going to say that's a foul on the Rams, I believe. Not a shooting foul. Foul is going to be called on A.J. Chambers. His first, team's first. Or second team foul, I apologize.
Oh, it was not a shooting foul. Okay. Seagroves calling motion here on the inbound. DK looking to pass. Oh, DK to Seagroves. Seagroves in the corner.
Luke Seagroves getting pushed out of bounds here. Sets his feet. Almost steps out. Very close there. Very good job knowing where you're at on the court. Physical defense from Blake Choice on Luke Seagroves. Seagroves down to Johnson. Johnson makes a move on Choice. Good move there. Johnson floats it up. It goes in. The Caravan regain a 5-point lead.
Wow, that is great ball handling there by Johnson. I mean, just that little fake he did on him. I don't know. I thought that was really good.
Clock winds down under 4 minutes. Blake Choice in there for the Rams. Gives it to Porter in the corner. Porter cannot shoot threes, and he shows that this game. Right can Wu, though. Fantastic finish.
With 4 men under the board, you cannot let him get that rebound.
And as your big man, you're not supposed to be able to shoot those threes. Your job is to get in there, get your body in there, and get those rebounds. Fantastic job, though, by the Caravan, giving him some space and letting him shoot the ball.
He is the biggest man on the team. He's the biggest man on the court.
On the court, yeah. Him and Gus Johnson both stand 6'7". Luke Seagroves and Logan Wessel stand 6'6". Another timeout called by the Caravan to sub out. I believe DK is going to sub out. In is going to go Charlie Wingate. Half timeout there called by Coach Seagroves. Joey, what have you noticed here going well for the Caravan?
I noticed that they have been calling a lot of motion plays here. I mean, on the inbound, I've had a lot of inbounds lately in the past. How many minutes left during the quarter, Rocco?
I believe it is under 3 minutes left in the quarter.
I mean, within the past 5 minutes, they've had a lot of inbounds. The Caravan, I think they're playing great defense. I mean, the space they put between for Porter, letting him shoot, big man shooting threes. I mean, for me, that's just not part of my game. I like fundamentals, and I think the big man should be in the paint.
Exactly. The entire game, Rashawn Porter should be in the paint, not taking those threes, because with Raikan Wu, you're pretty much almost have a 50% higher, in my opinion, a 50% higher chance to make that three-pointer. Wessel receives the inbound, fires a quick shot. Logan Wessel knocks it down. Caravan, 5-point lead.
Wessel is definitely one of the Carmel shooters. I mean, he's a great shooter.
100%. Logan Wessel this game.
I think Wessel has 8 points this game.
Logan Wessel, 5 points this game.
5? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he hit that floater. He also hit that three.
No, but he also put in a putback dunk.
He did. Logan Wessel, 7 points. Blake Choice,
Great defense here.
no
Don't let him get that
movement.
shot.
No movement
What?
here.
Not letting Wu get the shot.
Right hand Wu flips
Great
it in.
defense.
Air ball.
Rebound by Thornton.
Fantastic defense there by Mount Carmel. Not giving DePaul Prep any room to move
I really like what the Caravan are doing here.
as well. And, you know, I'm thinking here, if I'm Coach Seagroves, I'm going to use DePaul's weapon. I'm going to use DePaul's weapon against them as Logan Wessel misses that floater. Ball tips out on the Rams. If I'm Coach Seagroves, I'm going to do what DePaul does best. I'm going to start to chew out that clock. I'm going to dribble slowly. I'm going to protect the ball. I'm going to go into half with a big lead.
I like that, Rocco. I would do the same as well. I agree with you.
The leading scorer of this game for the Caravan as Charlie Wingate and one! Charlie Wingate is going to knock down this free throw. Foul going to be called on, I believe, that was A.J. Chambers, going to be his second team's third. A.J. Chambers, Caravan's leading scorer, Marshawn Thornton, 6 points.
Wingate with 2 free throws here at the line.
I believe it's one.
One. Oh, it is, my bad. And he misses. It's all good, though.
Caravan take their biggest lead of the game. Thank you to all of you who are joining us here on the Caravan Broadcast Network. For those of you just joining us, my name is Rocco Lopez, joined alongside Joey Rodriguez. Thank you all for welcoming us into your home, and we're more than happy to welcome you into ours.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show.
Porter to Chambers. Chambers.
I mean, I have not seen him put a shot. He's been wide open a lot.
He's really not a three-point shooter, and the Caravan are using that to
They
their
are playing
advantage.
great defense.
Jump ball, going to be
Caravan playing
Rams basketball, I
defense.
believe. And, you know, right here, our student section, Joey, our student section needs to get fired up. Someone's got to take some charge, get the students fired up, get them standing up.
About 100 kids here, and they're sitting
It should
here.
be Nate.
I don't know what they're doing, but
Nate Samuel's sitting down here. I think Nate Samuel should go lead the student section.
Nate Samuels. Great kid. That's a good kid.
One minute, 43 seconds remain in the quarter. Caravan with a 5-point lead. Their biggest is 7. Rams' biggest lead this game has been 2. Johnson receives at minute 37 left. Johnson, good defense there by the Rams. Dom Scalise slips out of his block. That was Zion Lee guarding Dom Scalise. Logan Wessel. Wessel slips that. They're going to say it's going to be a foul on Rashawn Porter. That's going to be his second.
Looks like the Caravan substitution, Sam Ortego, sophomore, 6'4".
6'4" forward. Samuel Legato checks in for his first time this game. Played in that JV game earlier. I believe he had about 10 points in that game. Sam is another fantastic basketball player as Ronald Johnson sinks in a floater. Caravan 24, DePaul Prep 17, I apologize.
You know, if you keep playing this great defense, keep playing the great offense, keep playing the great, like I said, keep playing the great defense.
A.J.
Make
Chambers.
turnovers.
As Blake Choice goes up. But yeah, Joey, I apologize. Continue what you were saying.
I was just saying, if you keep going with this great defense and get turnovers and stuff, you could if you keep playing great defense and offense, and the quarter going into half with a big lead, that'd be very good for the Caravan.
Yeah, right here. And you know, Joey, in a perfect world, Mount Carmel kind of dribbles this clock down, 10 more seconds, let's say, goes to start their play with 10 seconds left on the clock. Not even if they miss the shot, not to give DePaul Prep a chance to get back in this game. And that's exactly what they do. As Johnson goes up, gets a floater, gets it knocked out. DePaul Prep on the recovery. Woo's got 3 to shoot. Gives it to Chambers. Chambers gets the shot off. No good. A.J. Chambers sails it a little high. Fans, we have a game here on 64-10 South Dante. The score, Mount Carmel 24, DePaul Prep 19. Joey, do we expect this? I'm not going to lie, Joey. I wasn't expecting this out of the Caravan.
You know, I wasn't expecting this out of the Caravan, but I did have faith in my team, so I'm
Oh,
happy
wow.
that they are 5-point lead going into half. You know, I think the Caravan have this in the bag. If they keep going with this hustle offense, keep pressing, I think the Caravan
Caravan
will take this
outscored the
home.
Rams that quarter. Rams had 9 points. Caravan had 10. And that's all you got to do to win, Joe. You got to score more points than the other team did. And when we come back in 14 minutes, the score is going to be Mount Carmel 24, DePaul Prep 19. Fans, don't go anywhere because when we come back, it's going to be a fantastic end to this game. Thank you all for joining us here on the Caravan Broadcast Network. We'll see you soon.
watch the breakdown.
Coming out of half fans, welcome back here to Mount Carmel High School where the score, Mount Carmel 24, DePaul Prep 19. Some notes I want to make right here. Leading scores for DePaul.
Wu, 7 points, and Porter, 6 points.
Right-hand Wu and Rashawn, they've turned the ball over. DePaul Prep has turned the ball over a combined 6 times. Marshawn Thornton for the Caravan, 6 points with 1 block. Charlie Wingate with 5. Ronald Johnson with 5. Logan Wessel with 7 points. Logan Wessel, Joey, has caused 4 turnovers. Pretty impressive there out of Logan Wessel. Our scoreboard is going to turn right back on here in a second. Having some technical difficulties. There we go. Back here at Mount Carmel. Thank you all for joining us. If you're just joining us, coming on at halftime, my name is Rocco Lopez. Joined alongside by Joey Rodriguez. Joey, let the people hear your voice.
What'd you say? Oh, yeah.
Let the people hear your voice.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in, you know.
Johnson pass picked off by Wu. Right-hand Wu read that perfectly. Going to go up, get fouled, and 1. Right-hand Wu to the line, shooting 1.
They could make it a 2-point game here. Not what we want.
Foul is going to be called on Ron. Going to be his first. Or his second, I apologize. Right-hand Wu second. Wu hits his shot. Completes the 3-point play for the Rams. That's
Johnson.
Johnson, I apologize. Trap, ball hit out on Blake Choice of the Rams, and DePaul looks like a whole new team here coming out of halftime, Joey.
Still Caravan ball. I know, yeah. They're playing more aggressive here.
Way more aggressive. They switched up their man assignments, too.
And if Caravan can compete with them, that won't be good for us.
No, it will not, Joey. There's Johnson. Johnson motioning everybody around. Johnson down to Wingate.
DK is playing great high post, setting screens.
And that's all you can ask for out of one of your biggest guys on the field, on the court. I apologize. Wessel. Wow, I don't know if that ball slipped out or if that was a pass, but either or, it was perfect.
It was.
Johnson. Johnson goes in with his left. Ball tipped out, recovered by the Rams. Blake Choice forced that turnover. And that's Wu. Wu with Chambers, wide open shot.
With a miss, rebounded by Johnson.
Joey, we've only seen one guy coming off of DePaul Prep's bench, and that has been number 40, Zion Lee. DePaul has a very deep bench. Only one guy used off of it. Charlie Wingate from 3! Wingate knocks it down!
Great shot there by Wingate.
Charlie
gives them now
Wingate.
A 5-point lead. I think they've shot a lot of shots from the arc.
They have. The Caravan have been shooting.
Shot by number 3, miss.
AJ Chambers and Joey,
Rebound by DK.
You know, we've talked about that, how the game plan is to, let AJ Chambers take those 3-pointers. Let Rashawn Porter take those 3-pointers, because those are 2 guys who are fantastic players within the paint, but then outside the arc, Joey, they're not the best.
AJ Chambers, he has had a lot of, how do I put it? A lot of chances to shoot and hasn't shot.
Offensive foul on Johnson. Coach is not too happy about that one. Going to be his 3rd. I believe that's going to cause Marshawn Thornton to come in for him.
Looks like the Rams are now inbound on the ball.
Johnson out. In comes Marshawn Thornton.
Chambers with the ball. All right, let's see what he can
Chambers
do.
on Thornton. Gives it in.
Oh, okay. Foul there on the Caravan. Wu will be shooting 2.
That's what you don't want here.
I know.
You don't want to send their best guy to the line, especially for an unnecessary foul. Foul called on Luke Seagroves, his first, team's 2nd.
Can't be giving up these
or
shots
his
like
team's
this.
3rd.
Free throws.
Yeah, and here, Caravan have been getting outplayed by DePaul, Joey.
And
this
he
quarter.
was able to knock down the first.
When we got out here, DePaul had 19, Mount Carmel had 24. DePaul has scored 4 since, Mount Carmel only with 3. Doesn't seem that much of a difference, but if it keeps trending like that upwards for DePaul, Couldn't be that good for Mount Carmel. Right
Can't
Can
be.
Wu made his first. Can he sink the second? Woo!
And he does.
It's called a free throw for a reason. Right Can
Looks like
Wu.
the Rams here will be pressing. Full court press here. Trapping Wingate.
Complete press.
Wingate. Wow.
Complete
Able
press.
to break out of that.
Charlie Wingate, what a play there. Logan Wessel wants that ball. Logan Wessel gets that ball. Wessel working on Right Can Wu. Switches it to Choice. Wu on Wessel. They're going to say that's a foul on Right Can Wu. Going to be his first, team's first. Right Can Wu, in all the times that I've watched DePaul Prep play basketball, Right Can Wu's not a guy who really takes a lot of fouls. He's a very smart basketball player, Joey.
Is he? Oh, wow. Wessel thought they were on defense, I think. All good. He recovered. Screened by Seagroves. Rolls to the basket, and they're just not.
Charlie Wingate, Blake Choice, swinging those hands, trying to knock the ball out. Charlie Wingate does a fantastic job preventing that. Wingate slips through the Rams defense. Kicks it out to Luke Seagroves in the corner. Seagroves knocks it down. Caravan lead by 6. What a play there by Luke Seagroves.
Like I said, they keep shooting the threes, and you know what? Can't stop
Right
them
Can
because they keep
Wu
knocking them down.
Can't knock
Wu
his
not
down,
able
though.
to knock it down.
Wessel recovers. And, you know, as much of the stuff that Luke Seagroves get, you know, people are saying he
Great.
plays because
Great!
Marshawn Thornton! Woo!
Timeout there.
DePaul Prep calls a timeout. Coach Tom Kleinschmidt got to slow his guys down. And Joey, you know, in school, Luke Seagroves gets a lot of stuff because he is the coach's son. He is a fantastic basketball player. He loves taking those threes. Going to continue his career at St. Norbert College. Wish him nothing but the best. But the Rams
God bless him.
called a timeout. Caravan take their biggest lead of the game with 8 points. Fans, do not go anywhere because when we come back in 45 seconds, it's going to be the Rams ball and the Caravan have an 8-point lead over the number 3 team in the state. Stay with us, fans. Thank you for sticking with us through that timeout called by the Rams. Coach Kleinschmidt called a full timeout for his team to regroup as they're going to get the ball back here on offense. Caravan, though, maintain an 8-point lead, holding one of the best teams in the state to 24 points halfway through 3.
Wu bringing up the ball here for the Rams.
Wu down to Chambers. Chambers working. Wu
Ooh,
double
getting
team in
pressed.
the corner.
Don't
Blake
want to leave
Choice
him
wide
open.
open for 3. Chooses to float a 2-pointer. That
Wow.
falls off, but Gus Johnson right there to recover it back, and the Rams cut this lead to 6.
The shooting on the Rams is not looking good here for them. I mean, they are shooting not too well.
Thornton gives it, hands it off to Wessel. Wessel working on Johnson. Wessel, ball tipped out, recovered by the Rams. Wu drives in, wide open layup for right
No,
hand.
wow.
I
and
mean,
one. I don't know about that. I don't know what the ref saw there, but that to me that was not a foul.
to
That was
me,
all ball.
Joey, they look like all ball, but that's why it's not our call up here in the booth. That's why it's their call down there on the floor. Right hand Wu, who is perfect on free throws, looks to add a point to the Rams, and they have now scored 4 points within 10 seconds. So very costly mistake there for the Caravan. This right hand Wu gonna shoot that free throw and make it right hand Wu 6 for 6, I believe, on free throws. That's Wingate. Wingate now. Wessel.
Not gonna lie, for Porter here, I feel like he's not having that best of a game as he should.
Marshawn Thornton carries it. Yeah, that was pretty obvious from up here. Fans, I believe our scoreboard is incorrect. The Caravan have 4 fouls here in the second quarter. In the third quarter, I apologize.
Chambers to Porter. Yep, there we go. Like I said, with that height and that length, you gotta use that as an advantage down in the paint.
Completely, and what was once
Timeout by Seagroves, I think. Yep.
Timeout called by the Rams, I believe.
By the
Yeah,
Rams.
Coach Seagroves did
Seagroves,
call
yeah.
that timeout, half a timeout. And what was once an 8-point lead just under 45 seconds ago is now a 1-point lead. Rams came storming back and have sucked all the momentum.
Rams came in strong the second half, you know.
Yeah, they called that timeout, and that timeout just changed the pace of their game.
They're the best in the state, and they want to keep it that way, not let anybody else take their territory.
It's going to be the Caravan ball. Sam Olaghetto is going to check in for the Caravan, in for Ronald Johnson. Dom Scalise going to check in for Luke Seagroves. Caravan with 2 new faces out there on offense. I apologize. Blake Choice guarding Charlie Wingate. Gives it back to Thornton. Thornton to Wingate. Wingate working to Scalise. Scalise guarded by Wu. Wessel in the top of the key. Wessel back to Thornton. Thornton from the corner.
Ooh,
Rims it in and out. Wow, Marshawn,
Porter.
that was a fantastic shot there. Right hand Wu uses his
Wu.
speed to beat Olaghetto. No foul called there. Joey, and to me,
I think that will be Carmel ball.
Jump ball, I believe it's going to be awarded to DePaul. And you know, Joey, that right there on Porter, on right hand Wu, looked more of a foul to me, like it did than the last foul that was called on Ronald Johnson.
Of course, yeah,
That one did
I
not
agree
look
with
like all
that.
ball, but the first one did look like all ball. Doesn't matter, shot didn't go in.
There we
Porter
go.
working on Wessel.
Yeah.
Logan Wessel with the charge! Wow, Logan Wessel takes that ball right back from the Rams.
Great play there by Wessel.
That's going to be a foul called on Rashawn Porter, his third. That's going to be the team's second. Wessel, Thornton. Thornton working on Wu. Gives it to Wingate.
Wingate calling for a screen, but a handoff. But
So Wessel
couldn't get it.
Wessel working on Lee. Right hand Wu doing a fantastic job of reading Logan Wessel. Wessel running for his life here with the ball. Gives it to Wingate. Wingate finds some holes in the defense. Marshawn Thornton pass, block, tip right back to himself. Logan Wessel can't hold on, and it's going to be Caravan basketball here. Charlie Wingate on the ground. Don't know what happened there. Caravan basketball.
Great hustle there by DePaul, by number 40. Wow.
Fantastic. Charlie Wingate, don't know what happened there. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain. Gonna get checked out by Trainer Joe. In comes DK Hurd. Out is gonna go Sam Olaghetto. Scalise inbounds it to Wessel. Wessel in the middle of 2 DePaul Rams. Ball tipped out on number 40, Zion Lee. Gonna be Caravan basketball. Logan Wessel smart to make sure that ball did not hit off of him. Get the ball back. Scalise now. Scalise gives it down to Johnson. Johnson in the Caravan zone with 1:50 to go in this third quarter of play here at Mount Carmel. Johnson now working around. Johnson, 5-second violation. Gonna be the Caravan, or gonna be the Rams basketball. And Joey, you know, that's a freshman mistake. That's a freshman mistake. And Ronald Johnson, as he grows, those are mistakes that he's not gonna make anymore.
That is true. He has another 3 years ahead of him.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna be a special player.
Oh, and so will DK.
choice to Porter. Porter back to Wu. Wu pulls a deep three. Nothing but net there for Rycan Wu.
Oh, it looks like DePaul there takes the lead, 34-32.
That's DePaul's first lead of the game.
Second lead of the game.
Second lead of the game, I apologize. First lead of this half. Caravan, 6 points scored. Dom Scalise, what a spin move. Don't believe he has any points for the Caravan. DK Hurd, wide open floater. Hits off the rim. DK Hurd shot that a little too short.
Oh, wow.
It's a foul called on the Caravan. I believe that's going to be assessed to Scalise. Dom Scalise going to get his first. Going to put the Rams in the bonus. Rams in the bonus.
Substitution here for the Rams and the Caravan. Wingate in for Johnson, and
Gus Johnson comes on for the Rams. In for Rashawn Porter. AJ Chambers shooting the bonus free throws. Chambers hits his first Rams 3-point lead. Caravan have to find a Caravan have to find a way to get this momentum back.
they do.
This game, Rams just absolutely stole the momentum right off from the Caravan, who did have it at the start of this game.
I mean, they already have a 4-point lead coming into the new half.
Yeah, that's their biggest.
And then and go down to the third quarter.
That's their
lead.
biggest lead of the game so far. Charlie Wingate working. Gives it to Wessel. Wessel to Scalise. Scalise gets a pick. Rolls off of it. Scalise looking to make something happen. Stops. Got to move his feet. Back to Wessel. Wessel. Ball stolen by the Rams. Wessel recovers it though. Fantastic recovery by Logan Wessel. Gives it to Scalise. Scalise got lucky right there. Dom Scalise with a little alley.
Oh!
Wow. Dom Scalise. What a play out of the kid from Bridgeport.
The king there with the lay.
Dom Scalise, what a play. Scalise cuts the Rams lead to 4, and the Rams here going to dribble out the clock probably till about 5 seconds. That's when they're going to start their offense. Clock winds down, 6.
Oh my God, that is.
And 1 for DePaul, and that's a scenario, Joey, where you don't want to foul. You can't afford a foul right there. Even if it's a close foul, you can't afford that.
You can't afford that, but also I don't think that was on purpose.
Marshawn's first, team's
call.
6th.
Oh, it looks like DePaul will be having a new substitution.
In for the Rams, going to go A.J. Williams, a 6'1" junior. Caravan, 4 seconds to work with. Hurd to Scalise. Scalise pulls up a 3, blocked by Wu. And the Rams, in what a game that looked like it could have been too far and too little too late, the Rams have came back and pulled the momentum right from under the Caravan. DePaul Prep comes in to this new quarter with a 4-point lead. And fans, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, it'll be the Caravan basketball. The Rams 38, the Caravan 34. We'll be back shortly. Fans, something I want to note, Right-Hand Wu, the single-handed reason for that comeback. The entire Rams team scored 8 points last quarter as our camera goes black. We're going to go to our floor camera here for a second. Right-Hand Wu had 11 points last quarter. The Caravan had 19, or the Caravan had 10 total.
Rams with the ball. Chambers at the top, key. Screen set by Wu. Chambers in motion with the ball. Wu coming for a handoff. Porter with the screen. Wu looking for a shot. Can't get a shot.
Experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties here with our main camera.
Chambers at the top. Screen by Wu. Great screen there.
Chambers
Right there.
finds Porter low. Porter gets fouled. Johnson, that's going to be his 4th, and Ronald Johnson has one more to give, and that is not something you want there out of one of your best players.
Even though Porter has missed the layup, it's all good. He's got two at the line. I mean, he's got free throws. I mean, they're free shots, so you can't give up on those.
And real quick, while they do the
Not able to knock the first.
yeah, real quick while Rashawn Porter shoots his free throws, I want to give a quick shout out to our crew, myself, Rock Lopez, alongside Joey Rodriguez. Producing for us is John Aiken and Jeremy Harris. On our main camera up here, Marty Styles. On our floor camera down there, Marty Moody. Shout out to everyone here, and shout out to Miss Menke, our group moderator, does a fantastic job helping us through all of this stuff.
You know, I want to say, Rocco, thank you for having me.
Of course, Logan Wessel from 3! Logan Wessel!
Able to cut the lead down to 2, 39-37 with the Rams still in the lead.
Lots of basketball left to play here, Joey.
They have 7 minutes. That's a lot of time.
A lot of time. Joey, I think I want to see our starting lineup come in here. I want to see Sam Ogetto get replaced here by Marshawn or Luke, and then Charlie Wingate come in.
With 3, and he responds back. I mean,
Right,
like I said, you can't leave him open. He's great. He's the best shooter.
He is. Ronald Johnson here looking to make something happen. Caravan trail by 5. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remain.
Dom rotating down. Baseline.
Johnson trying to work. Trying to do something. Gets pushed
Corner.
out.
Scalise
Scalise
with
in
the
the
3.
corner. Way
Oh.
wide. Dom Scalise. Logan Wessel on the rebound. Foul called there. 2 shots for Logan Wessel. Foul called on number 40, Zion Lee, or number 10, I apologize, Blake Choice. That'll be his first, also the team's first. Joey, last quarter the Rams scored as many points as they've scored all game. First half they scored 19. Third quarter they scored 19. Logan Wessel misses his first. Caravan last quarter scored 10 points, gave the Rams right back the lead. In for the Rams comes in number 22, Gus Johnson. Out goes number 40, Zion Lee, and that foul was assessed to Zion Lee. That is my fault.
Wessel not able to knock down the second free throw. Wu with the rebound.
And, you know, Joey, it's called a free throw because those are supposed to be the automatic shots that you make.
Yeah, you know, you
Logan
can't be
Wessel
missing
just
those.
can't knock his 2 down. In the corner is Wu, up to Chambers. Gus Johnson open in the corner. Blake Choice for the Rams on Wessel.
Uh-oh.
Back to Wu. Can't let Wu shoot those 3s. Chambers, Scalise reaching a little bit. Porter in the paint, gives it to Wu,
Oh,
wide
man.
open in the corner, right-hand Wu.
Oh,
Hits
wow.
that is not something you see every day from right-hand Wu.
Oh, and he goes back up.
Wow, right-hand Wu just completely sells that foul right there. DK Hurd second, team second. Or teams, yeah, team second.
Well, now Wu's at the line shooting 3.
And you know, that's right-hand Wu just sold that perfectly.
Yeah.
Gonna give the Rams a chance to have a 8-point lead, which will be their largest. Wu makes
Outside
one.
first.
Wu his second. Wu makes his
Knocks down
second.
second.
Rams 7-point lead.
5.5 minutes left, and the Rams will be having a 8-point lead. Not looking good here for the Caravan when they were actually up by.
Their biggest lead was 8.
I don't
Both
know,
teams' biggest lead has been 8 this game.
They were up by 8 in the first half.
Hurd slips his man, gets the foul called on Porter. Gonna be Porter's 4th. And you know, if they can draw another foul on Porter and get him out of the game, have someone else go in the paint, that's gonna be a big win for Mount Carmel, having to draw Porter out and having Coach Kleinschmidt to replace somebody. Because other than Gus Johnson, their second tallest person is number 41, Ellie Gattis, who we haven't seen all game. He's a 6'6" junior.
Abram knocked on the first. Sorry, Rock, what were you saying?
It's okay. Hurd the chance to make it a 6-point game. DK Hurd is able to knock it down. And the Caravan trail by 6 with 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in the quarter.
Caravan here with a full court press.
Right hand Wu for the Rams. Wu up the court. Wu gives it to Chambers. Chambers in a double team on Dom Scalise. Scalise, good defense here by Dom. Marshawn Thornton not letting right hand Wu get this ball.
Playing great. Scalise is playing great defense.
Fantastic defense. AJ Chambers out there running for his life. Chambers.
Oh, no, he's faking it.
Chambers just sells the foul, and it's going to be called on Scalise.
No, he's faking
his
it
second.
Here. No.
That's what you got to
I don't believe in that.
That's what you got to do sometimes, Joey.
No. He's a cheater. Not playing the game smart.
Porter gets the ball. Porter on Wessel. Good move there by Porter. He's got a very long reach, very long wingspan.
Doesn't belong at the top of the key. Put him down in the paint, low post. Get some boards or something.
Marshawn Thornton reads that pass perfectly. Thornton gives it to Wessel. Wessel. Johnson. Coach Abrams calls out the play. Johnson drives in on the other Johnson. Gives it back to Thornton. Thornton, his floater shot is no good. Wu into Porter in the paint. Wessel looks for another charge. Doesn't get it. Shot missed. Marshawn Thornton on the recovery. Gives it into Wessel. Wessel down to Scalise. Scalise, bottom of the corner. Down Scalise, almost travels. Good thing he doesn't. Johnson now. Johnson back to Wessel. Wessel pulls a long three. Recovered by Hurd. DK Hurd on the putback.
4 minutes left. Okay, timeout, I guess.
And Joey, right here, I think that if I'm Coach Chigros, I think I'm going to take out Dom Scalise. He's playing fantastic defense, but on the offensive side of the ball, hasn't been of much help. Only has 2 points in this game.
If I were him, I'd be putting in Seagroves.
For
put
sure.
Him down at the paint. Maybe even try to get him a shot because he is a great shooter. You know, I actually want to shout out my boy Logan Hill, freshman at Mount Carmel, 12.
Timeout there called
As I was saying,
by the Rams.
Logan Hill, 12 points. Carmel freshman in under 1 minute. 4 threes, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just wanted to shout him out.
DePaul Prep calls a full timeout. They have 2 left. Or DePaul Prep has 3 left. I apologize. Mount Carmel, though, only has 1 timeout remaining.
2. Well, screen says, oh yeah, you're right. Ooh, that doesn't sound good for the Caravan, but, well, the Rams here have a 4-point lead with 4 minutes left in the fourth.
No substitutions for either team. Chambers gonna inbound for the Rams. Chambers to Wu. Wu guarded heavily by Scalise. Scalise giving him a little bit of room to work with. I apologize. Scalise. Wu gives it down to, that's Blake Choice. Blake Choice back to Chambers. Chambers likes to look for Wu. Chambers can't move at all, gives it down to Wu. Right hand Wu moving around a little bit, back to AJ Chambers. Back to Wu. Wu gives it back to Chambers, and DePaul's just gonna try to kill as much clock as they possibly can. Blake Choice goes in. Ball out on the Rams. Coach Kleinschmidt not too happy about that one from his DePaul prep team. Scalise on the inbound.
Yeah, Scalise with inbound.
Johnson.
Hey.
Johnson working on
Ooh,
the other
shifted.
Johnson.
Oh,
Picked
man.
off, though. Looks like Emmett Dowling out there.
Ooh. Ooh, that is glazed, Rocco. That is glazed. Anyways, Wessel playing great defense here on Wu. You can't let him get a shot.
Not at all. And you can't let them kill the clock.
You can't let them do that either, because then you can't put up a shot to
Because
tie the game.
that's
or
what
win
they
the game.
that's what DePaul loves to do. DePaul likes
And that's
to
what they're
chew up
doing.
the clock. And you know
Look at
they're,
him. Look at him. He's flopping. He's doing it again.
they're not going to be as good next year with the shot clock. They're not going to be able to really play this game that they're playing.
They're just they just want the fouls. That's all they're
Yeah.
doing. Running the clock down, chewing it down.
Foul called on Thornton, his second team's team's fourth, I apologize. Right-hand Wu gets the ball for the Rams. Wu
Uh-oh.
looking in, gives it to Johnson, back to Wu.
We're
Wu
gonna need a
slips a
turnover
pass
here.
down to Chambers. Blake Choice now, back to Chambers, back to Wu. DePaul just gonna move the basketball as much as they can. The Caravan looking to give them shots here. Blake Choice back to, yeah, I mean, and this is just,
Yeah.
Joey, I can't even be mad at this. This is just fantastic ball movement, and it's clearly working.
No, I'm very mad at this. This is unbelievable. This is not even fun.
Thornton gonna put,
Oh, he's hurt. Get him out of here. Uh-oh, no, he's fine. Never mind.
right-hand
It's all
Wu.
good, boys.
Hope he's okay. Wu gonna be shooting too. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him there on that play. Right-hand Wu shoots his first. It's good. Right-hand Wu been automatic so far for the Rams. Caravan trail by 5. Right-hand Wu gonna shoot his second. Wu sinks it in. Caravan trail by 6. Johnson now. Johnson working. Johnson goes in for an easy lay behind the back. Gets fouled. Put back by DK Hurd, but it won't count. Johnson makes his second, or his first, I apologize. Johnson gonna shoot his second. Johnson bounces it in and out. Ball tipped out on Marshawn Thornton. Marshawn Thornton.
Uh-oh.
Ball
I'm in.
just chucked up. Ball just got chucked up to Rashawn Porter. Right-hand Wu gets it now. Blake Choice now. Choice goes up for the layup,
man.
sinks it in. Rams lead by 7
We're
late
gonna
here
need-
in the game.
We're going to need a 3 here.
Looking to trap the ball here. Johnson trying to spin out of the trap. DK Hurd goes up, fakes the layup. Hurd goes up, sinks it in. Caravan trail by 5. Full court press here from Mount Carmel. Try not to let the Rams get any space. They are able to perfectly slip out of it. Foul called on Hurd. Going to send A.J. Chambers to the line to shoot 2. D.K. Hurd going to be his 3rd of the game, team's 6th. Shooting 2 is A.J. Chambers. Chambers going to make his 1st. Chambers for the 2nd. Chambers makes his 2nd. Timeout called by the Rams. Going to be a full timeout assessed to the Rams. Fans, when we come back, it's going to be a 7-point lead for DePaul with a minute 26 left to go in this game here at Mount Carmel High School. Thank you all for joining us. Make sure you stay with us. Coming here out of that full timeout called to the Rams, it's going to be the Caravan basketball. Charlie Wingate's going to be the inbounder for Mount Carmel. Charlie Wingate gives it to Johnson. Johnson now working with a minute 25, gives it low to Wessel. Wessel gets fouled. Foul called on Blake Choice. That'll be Choice's 1st, team's 4th. Wingate looking for someone who's open, gives it to Hurd. Hurd gets down low, gets in there for a layup. DK Hurd.
They've been able to put it down to 5. Oh.
Wow, what a play there. Gus Johnson just gonna slam it down for the Rams. And that's what happens when that's what happens when you run that press. You just give the Rams a chance to get a man wide open. Caravan trail here late in the game by 7 points. Clock winds down under a minute. Charlie Wingate to DK Hurd. Good way to keep that in by Charlie Wingate. DK Hurd fires a 3 that goes off the rim. Ronald Johnson there on the recovery. Full timeout called by Coach Chiros. That's going to be their last of the game. Caravan cut this lead for the Rams to 5 points with 49 seconds left here at Mount Carmel. Fans, don't go anywhere. We got a good one in the final minute of this CCL Blue rivalry game. We'll see you here in just a quick minute. Fans, Raikan Wu leads this game with 26 points. Fantastic playing by Right-Can Wu. Chambers looking for someone. Chambers, 5-second clock winds down. It'll be the Caravan, or the Rams got the time. Rams got a timeout in, I believe. They'll have 2 left. It'll be a full timeout called by the Rams fans, and we come back. It's still a 5-point game here at Mount Carmel. Here out of the timeout, it'll be the Rams ball. They give it low to Porter, and Porter just gets fouled instantly. And Rashawn Porter gonna go to the line to shoot 2. Foul assessed to Dom Scalise. That will be his 3rd, the team's 7th. The team's 7th, yeah, I believe. Thought it was 6th, but it was the 7th. Turned out to be the 7th.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Rashawn Porter at the line to shoot 2.
Finally, the student section doing something. There
Porter misses his first. And Charlie Wingate checks in for Dom Scalise, and that's what I like to see here out of Coach Seagroves. Yeah, Caravan going to put their offensive guys in. Dom Scalise is a fantastic defensive player. Rashawn Porter at the line to shoot his 2nd.
Uh-oh.
Porter sinks his 2nd. Wingate gives it to Johnson. Rams lead by 6. Johnson gets a screen from Wessel. Rolls off of it. Johnson, not much time to work with here. Guarded by the Rams' biggest guy on the court. Gives it to Thornton. Thornton pulls up from 3. Marshawn Thornton can't knock it down. It'll be, and the Rams will recover a jump ball. Possession. Wow. It'll be DePaul's basketball. And I don't know what, they'll say that DePaul took a timeout before the jump ball. So instead of Mount Carmel's basketball, it'll be DePaul's. Smart play there by Coach Tom Kleinschmidt of the DePaul Rams. Fans, when we come back, the score, Mount Carmel 48, DePaul Prep 54, 28 seconds remain in this game. Thank you for joining us on the Caravan Broadcasting Network. Coming here out of the timeout, it'll be the Rams basketball. Right-hand Wu has it. DK Hurd just wraps him up. He's going to send their best free throw shooter to the line.
Looks like Scalise is back in for Wingate.
I think Wingate is going to check right back in here. Right-hand Wu going to shoot 2 shots. Just gotta hope that he misses them, and the hope that the student section just goes and gets up here. Not much energy from the student section as Raikan Wu hits his first, makes it a 7-point game with 27.2 seconds remaining. Wu hits his second. Raikan Wu puts the Rams up by 8 points. Ronald Johnson looking to make something happen. Johnson Eurosteps it right into the basket. Caravan 50 to DePaul Prep 56. And I think that will just about do it here for Mount Carmel, Joey. The Caravan once had an 8-point lead, now trail by 6 and send the Rams' best free throw shooter to the line to shoot 2. Marshawn will take his 4th of the game. And Joey, it's been 1,140 days since the Caravan last beat the DePaul Prep Rams, and their Caravan are gonna have to wait a little bit more time. Last time the Caravan won this game was December 9th, 2022. Raikan Wu hits his second free throw.
Both teams came in strong, but
Raikan,
at the end, you know who wanted it more.
Raikan Wu has 30 points, if I'm not mistaken, right now. Johnson pulls up a 3, just a little bit short.
And
that'll do it here from Mount Carmel fans. The final score, DePaul Prep 58, and DePaul Prep escapes the upset. The Caravan looked like they had it here. Raikan Wu finishes the game with 30 points. Rashawn Porter with 10. A.J. Chambers with 8. Blake Choice with 4. And Raikan Wu was single-handedly pretty much, the reason why Mount Carmel didn't win this game. 26 points. Raikan Wu, fantastic game. Joey, any final game notes here?
Both teams played great defense and offensively.
Yeah.
But like I said, we just know who wanted it more. And looks like the Rams wanted it more, and they came out with the dub. Yeah, that's all I got to say about the game.
The Rams are going to take this one. Caravan going to move to 4-2 in CCL play. DePaul Prep wins this game 58-50. Raikan Wu, leading scorer of the game, 30 points. Fantastic game by him, and the Rams just narrowly escaped the upset. Caravan were up by 8 points once in this game, but then end up falling by 8 points. Fans, it was a great night here on 6410 South Dante, and it's an even better day tomorrow because we are off of school, Joey.
Thankfully, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and stay cozy because tomorrow's going to be cold.
Tomorrow is going to be freezing. Fans, stay safe on your long drive home if you're here. If you're watching from your couch, turn off your TV and enjoy the rest of your night. We thank you all for welcoming us into your home. Fans, have a great night, and as always, go Caravan.